The little puppy, with fur as white as snow, wagged his tail excitedly. He was exploring the park with his human. The park was full of fascinating smells and sounds. The puppy, distracted by a butterfly, wandered off the path. When he looked back, his human was gone. The puppy was lost in the big city. Buildings towered above him, blocking the familiar sense of his park. Cars zoomed past, honking loudly. The little puppy felt a pang of fear. He missed his human terribly. He sat down, whimpering softly, hoping his human would find him. The city noises were overwhelming. The puppy felt all alone. Then he remembered what his human always said, "Be brave, little one." He knew he had to find his way back. With a determined sniff, the puppy set off down the street. The first friendly face he met was a kind old woman feeding pigeons. She saw the lost look in the puppy's eyes. "Are you lost, little one?" she asked gently. The puppy wagged his tail shyly. He couldn't speak, but his eyes pleaded for help. The old woman offered him a biscuit, which he gratefully gobbled down. "You need to find your way home," she said. "Follow that road," she pointed with her cane. "It leads to the harbor. There's a big, bright lighthouse there. Everyone knows the lighthouse." The puppy, feeling a glimmer of hope, licked the woman's hand in thanks. He trotted towards the harbor, following the woman's directions. On his way, he met a group of children playing. They saw the small puppy and immediately gathered around him, petting his soft fur. "He looks lost," said a girl with bright red ribbons in her hair. The children, wanting to help, decided to ask the baker for help. The baker was a jolly man with a big heart. He gave the puppy a warm croissant and pointed in the direction of the harbor. "The lighthouse keeper is a good friend of mine," he said. "He'll help you find your way home." Following the baker's directions, the puppy finally reached the harbor. The salty sea air filled his nostrils, and there it was, just like everyone described. A tall, majestic lighthouse stood proudly by the water. Its light shone brightly, cutting through the evening sky. With renewed energy, the puppy ran towards the lighthouse. At the base of the lighthouse, he found a man with a kind face and a bushy beard. This must be the lighthouse keeper. The man was surprised to see the little puppy. The puppy, with pleading eyes, looked up at the lighthouse keeper. The lighthouse keeper understood. He had a way with animals. He knew the puppy was lost and needed help. He took the puppy inside the lighthouse. It was warm and cozy. The lighthouse keeper gave him a bowl of water and some tasty scraps. The puppy, exhausted from his adventure, drifted off to sleep at the foot of the lighthouse keeper's bed. The next morning, the lighthouse keeper put up posters of the lost puppy all around the harbor. He asked everyone he met if they knew the puppy's family. Meanwhile, the little puppy, feeling much better after a good night's sleep, played happily with the lighthouse keeper, his tail wagging with joy. Later that day, a young boy came running towards the lighthouse, his face lit up with happiness. It was the puppy's human. He had been searching everywhere for his lost friend. The lighthouse keeper, seeing the boy's joy, knew he had found the puppy's family. The reunion was heartwarming. The boy hugged his puppy tightly, tears of relief streaming down his cheeks. He thanked the lighthouse keeper for his kindness. The puppy, overjoyed to be reunited with his human, showered him with happy licks. From that day on, the puppy and his human continued their adventures, but they always stayed close, cherishing their bond and never letting each other out of sight again.